Hello folks, welcome back to N-Scale Friday. I'm John and today I have an N-Scale locomotive from Atlas that we're going to take a look at. So let's head over to the workbench and take a look. Alright, so what we're looking at here is an N-Scale GP30 by Atlas. This is in the Atlas Master series. These models go for $129.95 as straight DC or $239.95 with ESU, DCC, and sound, like what this one has. They come in 4 different road names and various numbers on the Phase 1 series, and also 4 names and various road numbers on the Phase 2 series as well. As usual, I've scrutinized the paint on this model, and overall it looks good. The black obviously covers well because it's black. The orange tends to seem a little thick to me, and I think that's a concession for the fact that they're printing it on top of black. But overall the effect is good. If you look at the fuel tank area, toward the front of the locomotive here on the engineer side, you'll see the cap and fuel gauge detail picked out with red. That's a nice touch. Something else I found really cool is toward the back of the locomotive, there's a door and it says fire extinguisher on it, and you can read it. So it's very tiny print, but still legible. I think that's pretty cool. The barricade striping looks nice, pretty crisp, and something else that kind of sticks out to me is how good the number boards look. That's some really, really tiny printing on those. But they stand out nicely, and also notice the painting on the handrails. That's something that they could have just left black, but they picked out the white the way these were in real life. I wanted to switch viewing angles here just to point out how good the Rio Grande logo looks in the barricade striping. A quick look at the fireman's side reveals similar detail to what's on the engineer's side, including the red details picked out around the fuel tank. The rear of the model has similar detail to the front, including molded grabs, handrails that are painted with the white as well as the black. It has Accumate magnetic knuckle couplers as well, and the number boards also look very sharp, as well as the barricade striping on the back. Overall, it's a very nice effect. These are molded fans, but I think they did a very good job of giving them some depth by having the fan blades recessed in there on the regular fans and the dynamic brake as well. And something else really cool is that's a separately mounted 3-chime horn near the cab there. Alright, so it's time for my favorite part of the spotlight here. We're going to run the locomotive, see how it sounds, and see how it performs. Let's get started. According to the information on the website, the DC-only version comes with a speaker already installed. So if you want to add DCC to a DC one of these, it shouldn't be too hard to get the sound going too. The sound is pretty good. It's pretty loud. The locomotive also runs very smoothly. I ran it with and without sound, and without sound it was pretty quiet, so it's a nice runner. It's a low friction mechanism with dual flywheels, and you can tell this low speed control is something that used to be completely unheard of in N-Scale. Look how slowly it's crawling on the track. Alright, so we're going to take a quick look at the lights here. They're directional, warm white LEDs, and come on with F0, just like you might expect. And the number boards come on with the lights. Looks pretty good. And the rear headlight works just like the front headlight, but in reverse, the number boards are not lit. This is a cool model. It's not the fanciest N-scale locomotive I've ever seen, but it's going to look really good running with my GP30 that I got from Atlas a while back. So I'm pretty excited about eventually getting to run these locomotives together. Just have to get them speed matched and they'll be ready to go. Nice release from Atlas. It sounds really good. I gotta say, that low speed running was incredible. This is something, like I said during the spotlight, I don't remember ever seeing N-scale locomotives run that slow before. And to be honest, I was a little bit skeptical at first when I pulled this out of the case because it's very light. And I didn't expect that it would run that well just because of how light it is. So good job, Atlas. This is a really great locomotive and I can't wait to run it with the 40. I'll catch you next time.